Well, the project was, the film was totally self-financed for a really good portion of it. And then I did apply for one grant so that I could hire a co-editor. And that was the Pacific Pioneer Fund, which is an excellent grant. And if you live in a Pacific state, I would recommend applying for it because there's a relatively, I think, although I don't know for sure, a more limited pool of applicants because you can only get it once in your career and you have to live in California, Oregon, or Washington. So, so that grant, which I applied for and received, was really instrumental in as I was beginning the editing process in putting together the material that eventually got HBO on board with the film. And so really because I owned the means to production, meaning a camera and a good microphone, or a series of wireless microphones and a computer. These are all, relatively easy things to do now, right? I was able to, and because I was making a film about, the place that I lived and could shoot it myself, the expenses for production were pretty minimal. It was like my gas and hotels, hard costs basically, right? So, that really made this film possible. And I think also, I mean, that was something that I understood when I was considering making the film, is that, wow, in a way I felt a sense of responsibility to make this film because I felt, one, that it needed to be made, and two, this would be a very difficult film to get properly financed if someone wanted to come in from New York or Los Angeles or a foreign country, move to Oregon and make this film, because it would take years. It's not exactly a commercial topic, not likely to get financed by someone. So I think there was a little bit of acknowledgement there as well on my part that here I was, a documentary filmmaker living in Oregon, and this is a film that I should really, it really needs to be made. So really up until, the kind of post-production editing, that's where you have to hire a sound mixer or a colorist, these different things. The financing was all self-financed, and it's not because I'm independently wealthy. It's just because I was willing to work for free, for myself, right? And because I was making a film that was, I mean, Cody and her family lived 10 minutes from where I lived, so that made it doable.